For 45 years, with the prayers and support of churches like yours, Patty and I have been missionaries in Mexico and here in the United States. Our ministry is church planting. In the heart of Mexico, we have established 7 autonomous indigenous Baptist churches, which are thriving and alive today. Those churches have grown to become 11 churches at this time. Planting churches means going visiting door to door and in the street, witnessing for the Lord Jesus Christ. An active children's ministry is an important part of the ministry. The Lord knows what plans He has for each one of these little children. 10 years, Patty and I operated the Tacobon Youth Camp. Every year, we'd say somewhere around 1,000 young people come to make life-changing decisions for Christ. The ministry started many years ago, continues to produce good results up to this day. Training pastors is a very important part of our ministry and church planting. These men are just a few of those who were saved, discipled, and went on to become pastors of their own churches. Javier was a taxi driver. He's now the pastor of Bible Baptist Church in Irapuato. Carlos was a little boy in our children's church. He grew up, went on to Bible school, and now he started his own church in San Miguel de Allende, has a thriving ministry there. Elvira has a great ministry among the ladies. Many of these women, their husbands have gone to the U.S. and left them behind. We spent 25 years in Mexico, but let's move forward and see what's happening today. Coming home from Mexico, we found God leading us again to a church planting ministry, this time in Warner Robins, Georgia. We started services in what had once been a Christian school building. In this ministry, not everyone was from Mexico. They come from all over Central America, South America, and the Caribbean. In 2022, we were told that the property had been sold and we would have to move out. But God miraculously provided a new location for us. The ribbon cutting ceremony in the first day of March of 2023 was the greatest day in the life of this church and the life of some of our people. Our people have seen firsthand what God can do, not only in the life of the church, but in their own individual lives as well. Our ministry here is now coming to a close. We started the church, established it. We preached the gospel.
Por sus pecados. Pero la verdad es que Cristo resucitó y está pagado. Entonces tenemos la confianza de abrir mis ojos, estaré en la gloria, en el cielo.
We baptized converts. We've not only discipled families, but we've built up a spiritual family, a household of faith in Jesus. Now meet Isaac and Lydia. They're from Panama. Isaac is a colonel in the U.S. Air Force, and he's a great Christian servant. And he'll be leading the church while we're doing some furlough work. And the Lord's willing, he'll become the pastor of this church, and we'll move on to other things. Well, I've talked about the past and I've talked about the present. What about the future? At nearly 80 years old, some people say it's time to go fishing. Well, Jesus said, I'll make you fishers of men. Georgia is known as the Peach State. We have a great opportunity to evangelize migrant workers throughout our region. In this ministry, we're teaching English, and preaching the gospel. While we were in Mexico, we had a very extensive prison ministry. Here in the States, we continue to share Jesus with men and women who are in jail. We share the gospel in local jails and state prisons and the Federal Immigration Detention Center. Over the years, we've given out thousands of Bibles to men like these, and we've seen God's hand working in their lives. Houston Healthcare operates 12 facilities in our area. God's allowed me to become the Spanish chaplain in each of these locations. I not only minister to the patients, but also we hold impromptu Bible studies and prayer meetings with some of the doctors and nurses on the staff. The subject of the migrant population is very controversial. You've seen them in your own Walmarts. We know they're here, but they need Jesus, and we have the message. So we simply ask you to remember Norm and Patty Brockway as we continue to be working for Jesus while we're watching for him to come.